really is nothing.
Oh, man. This is going to be fun, gang. This is going to be fun.
Is it?
It is. This is going to be fun. Let's hope that it works. Hello out there, everybody. And welcome to another edition of the WDWpov live stream show. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please let us know, because we're going blind here tonight just a bit.
Wait.
What's that?
How would you tell them to let you know if they can't hear you?
Okay, because they can tell me through the chat. That's
that
how
makes
they
sense.
can tell me right there. So, Chris, I hope you can hear me, because we're doing some completely different stuff. Thank you, Mary, for confirming that you can hear us. Very strange show, very strange episode tonight. We're doing so many new things tonight that it's scary. Using StreamYard for the first time. Again, if you have never used StreamYard before, probably not a bad idea to, click their link. I probably didn't put it in our post. I should have done that. But, for your comments to pop up, just want to make sure that you have linked to StreamYard before, so your comments come up. And Chris says she can hear us as well. I'm glad to hear that. So
I can't believe it.
Yes,
I'm
Mary.
on TV. I had to work that joke.
A good Monsters Inc. joke there. Yeah,
I had to work the joke.
I'm on
Somehow,
TV.
like half my face is getting covered up every time you highlight a comment.
Yeah, well, that'll change here in a little bit. I'm doing a few weird things tonight. I'm combining StreamYard with OBS Studio. So OBS Studio is within my StreamYard screen here. So it's way different. I've never used it before. I've used OBS. I've used Stream, whatever. I don't know. They're all mixed up. But anyway, welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. We have a number of guests joining us tonight. I've got a couple sitting in the waiting room right now as we speak. And I can see Andre's dancing off screen here right now. As soon as I get him on here, you're going to love him. Maria's out there.
Or something?
No, he's not having a spasm. That's Andre. He's cool, man. But we've got some genuine Monorail pilots on the show tonight, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure they have a few stories that they can tell us that might be of interest. Thanks, Anthony. Hi, how are you doing? Laura, happy Monday to you as well from sunny Florida. Just rub it in. That's very nice. Mary says, Andre has a shirt we want to see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he's wearing. I don't know. But anyway, guys.
No, we don't have snacks.
Brand new to StreamYard. This is brand new to me. So if I'm a little sloppy on this thing, just forgive me, okay? That's all I can say. Just forgive me. Because I'm using StreamYard on this screen, and I got OBS Studio on this screen, and I got other stuff over on this screen. I'm high-teched out right now. So anyway, without further ado, though, we are going to have Monorail pilots on it very shortly, just a few minutes. We're also going to talk maybe a little bit about some of the travel plan arrangements that have been completely, Disney's. First, they announced that they were opening up. Everybody got excited. And then a day and a half or so later, that excitement sort of dwindled a bit. But we'll talk a little bit about that. I don't want to.
Didn't I say this?
And Steve, what's Steve saying here? There's no room to go off the rails tonight. No, there is not. No, there's not. Steve wants you.
He understands that that's my job to begin with.
You've got to keep this thing going.
Most weeks I give up.
He does. He just gives up because there's no way to keep this thing on the rails. But we have to tonight, because we also have, after we talk with
off the
Andre,
beam, or off the beams.
Off the beams. Very good. Very good. Nice.
Yeah, right there.
I like that. Yes, and you can take control of that too. I would appreciate if you do that.
Here?
What's that? What's what right where?
Right there.
I don't know. What are you looking at? Oh, that's okay, Maria. Yep. They're just Maria and Andre are just letting us know that they're there, and little chat in the background. But without further ado, what? Off the beams. Yes, Andre, we are off the beams already.
What is wrong with this man?
What do you mean?
He's just sitting here going like this. Not even to his keyboard. He's just doing this.
He's we got to bring you guys on quick here because they're already laughing and joking in the background here. Anyway, after that, around 9 o'clock-ish, Jack's in the background here just popping his head in. Hey, Jack. 9 o'clock-ish, we are going to have another guest on, Jeremy Goff, who has been doing these things called GoffStock, which is sort of like Woodstock. He just does these musical shows. The guy's very talented. We're going to have him on tonight. He's got a special show coming up tomorrow we'll talk about. And maybe he'll actually sing us a few Disney songs tonight. There we go. Now we're a little bit more visible. Off your rocker, that's also probably true. Probably true.
Professional pictures of his computer screen.
What's that?
Is he taking professional pictures of his computer screen now?
Who's that?
Andre?
I don't know. He could be. He could be taking pictures of his screen. So anyway, if you haven't shared this already, please do. We always appreciate that if you share with your friends, preferably your Disney friends. But it's great to have you all with us tonight with another edition of the WDWpov live stream show. And like I said, if this thing goes completely south on us, don't blame me because it's first time for all kind of new tech that we're doing tonight. So we're gonna have to let me turn this thing off here for now. There we go.
Thank you.
But we love that you're all out there joining us right now. Let's get right to the show. Okay, we're gonna bring on Maria and Andre, and we're gonna have them start to basically give a little bit of information about themselves. Let's there we go. There we go.
Goodness.
Now, here's the thing. If we start getting some reverb, you guys in the audience need to let me know because okay, just let me know. So we've got Maria on the top right. We've got Andre down on the bottom middle. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm well. How are you all?
Okay, I'm not hearing Maria for some reason. There we go. It's a little delayed. But I think we're okay.
Hello.
Hello. So, oh my goodness. Like I said, brand new to me here. We're just trying this out, see what happens. So let me start real quick with actually, hold on. There we go. Okay, let me start with Andre real quick. Did he just drop out on us? He just dropped out on us. We're gonna have to bring him back in.
Sure.
Okay, Maria. It wasn't his fault, I'm sure. Okay, Maria. I guess you're first.
Oh boy.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I know you worked at Disney and you did do the rails for a while. So just curious, when did you do the monorails?
I was in monorails from 2012 through 2013.
Okay.
So I'm anxious to see when Andres was in because he does not look familiar to me.
I think Andre was a little more recent as far as being in on the monorails. Andre, what years were you doing the monorails? I think Andre's signal.
Andre.
Hello. This is what you get for live television. Andre, we're not hearing you, and you're just you're frozen up on us. It looks like you got a bad connection probably right now.
This is what you get for having guests on the show.
It is. This is what I get for having guests on the show. Andre, I think your signal's weak. You may have to go somewhere else with your phone, buddy, because you're just sort of sitting there.
There is nowhere else.
Yeah, there is nowhere else, right? He was doing fine when he was off screen. Okay, now he's got his earbuds in. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Anyway, Maria, so you were a monorail pilot.
So yes, I was in monorails from 2012 to 2013, and then I transferred over to Disney's Yacht and Beach Resort.
which we might have, it'd be interesting. We might have run into you at some point over there because we stayed several times over at the beach club. And we really like that area and the pool and everything over there. Beaches and cream, the boardwalk.
Yes. And if you ever want room service, definitely ask for Martin for breakfast, and he will go on and on and on all about the English teas.
Okay. English tea. Okay, now we got Andre on another screen here. Looks like he's on two screens for some reason. Not quite sure what's going on with Andre here right now. We could try and disconnect. Okay, he just dropped that one. Let's see if he's on this one. We'll try again.
Oh, here we go.
We getting them?
We got a decent question here.
Okay, Murray. Okay, so Mary's asking, Maria, what do you do what did you do or do you do at the Yacht and Beach Club? Now, I know you're not there anymore. You're doing something else now.
Yes, now I am a travel agent.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
When I was at Disney's Yacht and Beach Resort, I was a coordinator for private dining. We took care of all private dining or in-room service. We took care of the illuminations, cruise orders, cake, specialty cake orders, set up VIP amenities. We did a little bit of everything, and our cake orders weren't just for Disney's Yacht and Beach Resort.
Okay.
We handled all cake orders in the very beginning, we did all cake orders for Epcot, as well as Yacht and Beach Resort, Pop Century Resort, Caribbean Beach Resort.
A little bit of everything.
Some of the restaurants at that time, Downtown Disney, now Disney Springs. And we also handled one other resort for cake orders, and I can't think of them. I absolutely love our bakery department at the Yacht and Beach Resort.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm trying to think. We celebrated our 30th anniversary in 2014, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, 2014 was no, wait a second. 84? Yeah. Yeah, 2014 was our 30th anniversary.
And I was there.
We were at the beach club, and I wish I would have known you back then because I was looking to try and surprise my wife with a cake, and I was having some trouble getting a cake ordered and stuff. But
oh dear.
Anyway, that's that was all my fault though. So Andre, are you with us now? He's there, but I don't know if he's there. Are you just relaxing, Andre, or are you actually there?
I can hear you, but you're very choppy.
You're very choppy. Okay, I think it's got to be probably your side of it. I don't know what kind of signal strength you have on your cell phone right now, or if there's anywhere outside
It probably is because
the signal strength may pop up a little
Netflix
higher.
running. There's people running.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you.
Andre, when were you in monorails?
He's doing the show for us at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not.
I didn't hear that.
What years were you doing monorails, Andre? Again, the joys of live TV. The live streams do not always work out as best as we would like. Yeah, Mary's asking Andre if he can turn off everything else on his phone that's using internet just to see if that helps any. But also, I think Mary had said something about she thought that Maria looked familiar because I think she frequents the beach club, yacht club, the boardwalk area. So Mary may have seen you before when you were working there. Tinina says that she's a little bit hungry for cake right now. So thanks for talking about that.
And it was delicious.
And George is saying something. I don't think people have a clue, the cast members behind the scenes, and giving you guys a thank you. Yeah, basically, if it weren't for cast members like you guys, I mean, it's just like, what's the whole point of
Just ask-
going to Disney? It really,
just ask Andre questions and we'll answer for him.
yeah, just ask him questions. Well, that's too bad too. 'Cause Andre is extremely he's cool. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I
He's a
saw
good guy.
some of that before we.
If you could have seen him off camera before the show started, I mean, he was into it. He was getting ready to go, and it just isn't working right now. But let's get back. A few more monorail questions. So you did the monorails. Did you have any special? I don't know, just any special times that you remember fondly, either with other cast members or with guests that stand out in your head?
I tell you, the monorail cast members are the absolute best to work with. It was a lot of fun every single night that we worked. I mainly worked the night shift. I only did the day shift during training. You have platform cast member training, and then you also have opening, closing each platform.
Okay.
And then opening and closing the monorails, the different training sessions that you have to go through. So the only time I really ever worked the morning or the day shift was during training. Every now and then I got called in or picked up an extra shift for the day shift. But for the most part, I worked the night shift for monorails.
Okay. Then we probably saw you.
More than likely.
Okay.
But
Andre's sort of back, but
group of cast members.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
A fantastic group of cast members with monorails.
Hey, Andre, are you there now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I can hear you now, Andre. I can hear you now.
Well, I do apologize because the Wi-Fi in this house is 3 routers spread across 2 floors, and it bounces everywhere. And then my room is in the corner of the house that receives the poorest Wi-Fi.
Oh, there you go. Well, let's try and bring you into this now that you're on here. Okay, so we've asked, a few people were asking what years you were doing monorails. So, and a follow-up question I pretty much know the answer to was were guests allowed to ride up front when you guys were monorail pilots? But I think I know the answer to that one. So anyway, Andre, what years were you on piloting monorails?
I joined the company in 2017, and then I worked monorails from 2017 till just about the end of or the beginning of 2019, and that's when I made the transfer to watercraft. But technically, I can still drive them if I pick up a shift.
So Arnold open. And Ralph and Larry and Jen and
I know everyone, including Joanne.
Crew.
Oh,
yeah, Andre knows.
Joanne is actually the one who gave me the shirt.
I love it.
Yeah. What is that shirt you've got there, Andre?
So this was a specially made shirt by one of the coordinators who's still there. She runs Central now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is fantastic. I love it.
Why is it not centered? There we go. She made it specifically for the Central controllers. And I got it because I was one of the main contributors to a yearly calendar that she makes of all the cast members in the department. So, it was a nice little thing. Like, here's a going away present. So,
I have the Monorail calendar. Let me go get it.
And we've got another visitor here. Scott just joined us. Also, another monorail pilot. Hi, Scott. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Very good. Very good. Got off to a little bumpy start here, but I think we're starting to get things rolling now.
I don't know you, Scott.
You what?
Andre doesn't know you.
You know everyone.
He knows a lot of people. Andre knows a lot of people. But
you drove monorails too?
Yeah, Andre's in monorails. Maria's in monorails. Was, yeah. Now, Scott, what years have you done monorails?
let's see, 2007, 2008, and then I left, and then I went back in 2011 and 12, and part of 13.
Okay.
So I was there twice.
So you were there during the era of being able to have guests right up front.
I sure was. Oh,
Right.
yes. I sure was.
Yeah. We rode up front, I think maybe 2 or 3 times over the years, back when.
And I can tell you these two,
What's that?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I can tell you that Scott and Maria are the official pilots because they officially drove the system called Legacy.
Oh, we're
Oh,
legacy.
yeah,
I
yeah,
drove
yes.
yes, so it's a difference between what they know.
I'm proud of being a legacy pilot. So proud of that. So proud.
Yeah, I know that. What was it? Like maybe the last 5 or so years is when they started computerizing everything. And
Yeah, I think it went all computerized. What's it been? Yeah,
It was
15 or 16.
after I left.
Me too. Yeah, thank goodness. They were working on it when I was there, but it
Right.
was still legacy pilots at that point.
There were many nights that we worked until like 5 o'clock in the morning while they were testing the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Andre, I know you. You were on it more recently, so you got to enjoy the computerization project.
So he didn't.
If
He didn't work, is what you're saying.
yeah, he just sat there and watched the thing run, right, Andre?
Hover the e-stop, I'm sure, right?
No, we still do work.
So what is your job as a pilot now?
Obviously, we don't want to.
What do you do as a pilot now?
As a pilot now with TCS, or what's known as the train control system, all we have to do is make sure that, obviously you both of you remember the GSIs. We have to make sure that the gates are closed and make sure that we have a green arrow to depart. We get a certain distance that we can go from station to station. And once we get that clearance to depart, we push a green button. That's it. Now, that being said, we can also take control of the train manually. And let's say we want to go from the Magic Kingdom to base, or as all the guests will know it as TTC, all we have to do is ask for permission to our central controllers, ask them if we can switch the train into a mode, and we are still governed to how far and how fast we can go, but we can do it manually. So that's about it.
So how long is drive training now then?
How long is the training, Andre?
It's still about 2 weeks.
Really?
Weekend nights and then weekend mornings.
Okay.
And then your assessment is, of course, opening the station.
I mean, as far as the monorail assessment, though, is it still a 2-week drive training class?
Or at least I say it's a week. I've been told it's less.
Yeah, I've been told it's less, too. One of those pictures, Maria, I think that you gave him is mine, of the monorail yellow going into the station at Magic Kingdom. That's my picture.
Yes.
Yay! I took that picture. I love that picture. I took that a while. Well, it's been a couple of years.
I've got some of your pictures here, and I'm going to bring Andre's up here.
We didn't get any pictures of us together.
Yeah. These are.
I thought I had one of us, but I didn't send you any earlier because work was kind of cray-cray today, so I didn't send you any, and I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I run out of time too, but yeah, these are pictures from Maria and her. I think one was her daughter and
my grandson.
That's my picture right there. That's my picture.
There you go. That's Scott. That's Scott. And there's Maria again.
I have a picture driving the monorail, which is my most treasured picture ever. I'm driving the monorail. I have a picture of it. It's so awesome.
Well, the crazy thing is that I have some pictures of this guy right here and his little brother. And I couldn't, and I was the same way. I did all kind of stuff for prepping for the show tonight. I'm doing all these new things technologically with using StreamYard and this and that. And I didn't have time to find the pictures of him that I wanted to find.
I probably wouldn't have remembered that
Well,
anyway.
it was the one where we were stopped at, it was a cool night. It was the last monorail of the night. We were stopped at the Contemporary, making the last stop to transportation ticket center.
Andre left again.
And Andre looks like he dropped off again. But
Uh-oh.
so we finished that. We got off the monorail. We were staying at the Contemporary that particular trip. The only time we've been there. Actually,
Lovely hotel. I love that hotel. It's awesome.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's a cool
Awesome.
place. So what we ended up doing is we were like almost the last people on the monorail, and the Monorail Pilot at the time ended up letting these two guys pop into the front cabin.
You just pointed at one person.
This guy and his little brother.
But you said these two guys.
Well, the other one's in the other room. But so he let them get into the front of the cabin, or the pilot. I don't know, what do you call it? What do you call the front area?
Oh my God, what is it called? Oh my God. Hold on. The cars are the cab. It's the cab.
The cab. Okay.
It's the operating cab.
There you go.
Operating cab. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost
Sorry.
him.
So they let these two guys go into the operating cab, and my youngest is on the spectrum, and it was sort of funny because he told him don't press any buttons, don't do anything, but before he got to say that, he hit a button, and I'm pretty sure it was the intercom, and for the handful of passengers that were still on there, you got to hear him yell or say something across the intercom into the monorail. So, but that was a fun trip. Let me see if I can, excuse me, I'm going to bring up Andre's pictures here. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness.
So does everyone know that there are 12 trains? And
yes, why don't you rattle off the different colors of them? That actually was one of my questions. So go for
Do we know Maria? Let me think. Go ahead.
Silver, my favorite train, silver, black, red, blue, green, lime, or what we called slime, teal.
Wait.
Coral.
Lime is my favorite train, so don't do that.
He's asking what's Scotland.
Gold, yellow. Did I get them all?
We got coral. We got peach. We have teal. Did you say teal?
Yeah, I said teal.
God, what's wrong with me? Orange, my nemesis. I hate orange. Orange can go away.
I almost
That's how I felt about peach. Peach was not my favorite one to drive.
Peach doesn't sound
Each
great.
train has its own
personality.
personality.
Do you say gold and yellow?
Yeah, gold, yellow. So we have silver, black, teal, blue.
Laura
green,
wants to know if there's a test later.
lime, yellow,
There always
gold,
is.
peach, orange, coral, red, and teal and peach.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Parts of teal and peach are purple and pink.
That's correct. Yes, it is.
Yes. And I didn't necessarily want to get into that part of it.
I know.
That was what was that? 2011 is when that.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's coming up. Yeah. Yep. 2011, I think.
Yeah.
Was it 2011? I was thinking it was earlier. I was thinking it was earlier.
No, it was
2009, wasn't it?
2009. I had just left.
Okay, you're right.
It was 9. It was 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Mary wants to know, or says they like to guess which one is coming next. So when you're sitting in a station and you're waiting for the monorail to pick you up, that's always a fun thing. What's the next color that's coming?
Right. Right.
Let's see here. So one of the questions that was asked earlier was, whether you guys were piloting at the time when people were still allowed to ride up front. And I know, I think, Scott, you're probably the only one, right?
I was. Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yep. It was good and bad. As long as you didn't want that because you wanted your own little alone time. But usually you didn't get that. You got people up front with you, which was fine. It was fun. Talk to people, talk to the guests, take pictures, all that kind of fun stuff. So, It was a good time.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I remember. I remember something about when we did get to ride up front, that it ended up being okay. I think Andre's going to try and jump back in here again. I think he's just messaging us. Apparently, when I'm trying to add him in and not take one of you guys out, I think it's cutting him out somehow. But I don't know. I'm still wondering if it's his connection or not. But when we got to ride up front,
They're resetting the Wi-Fi.
Okay, he's resetting his Wi-Fi. I hope that works. But yeah, when we got to ride up front a couple of times, I might have taken some video, maybe, because this was back, when camcorders weren't exactly the little portable things that we see nowadays.
Right.
It was sort of like the little shoulder, thing that you rest on your shoulder kind of thing. And I got to go back through some of my old VHS archives of some Disney stuff I've done, because I'd love to see if I've got video of that. Anyway.
It's definitely fun for guests to be able to ride up front. If that had happened while I was driving, I don't know if I would have been able to handle it, because you have the radio right behind your head and Central talking to you and having to repeat things that Central was saying. I don't know if I could have multitasked like that.
I mean, that would be that's an extra responsibility
Well, you have to remember, Maria, what the 4 things were. It's like drive the train, listen to Central, something else, but the guest was like the 3rd or 4th priority.
Right.
So what I did was, they were talking to me, but if that radio went on, I shut them out. Like, I would close the guest out, listen to the radio, because that's more important than anything else.
That is number one safety, is to be able to
number one, listen to the radio. Because what if they said 10100? They said 10100. What are you going to do if you don't listen to 10100?
Right.
That means stop all trains right away. So if you didn't listen to 10100 and you were talking to a guest, you overran, you're in trouble. So no matter what the guests are saying or talking about or laughing about, you got to shut them out. And I know it's kind of hard for me a little bit at first, but then I learned, just don't listen to the guests when the radio's talking. You cannot. I'd even say, give me a second. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Not me. Go on. Monorail Blue. Not me. I'm Monorail Peach or whatever. So go on. But yeah, that was always hard.
Yeah, T9 is saying that she thinks that they might have some old VHS of the front of the train. If you find
that would be fun.
If you find that, T9, yeah, definitely see if you can digitize that, and maybe post a little snippet of that on online sometime. That'd be great. Andre's saying 100 is radio, not trains. Okay, he's trying. Let's see if we can get Andre back here again. He's there? He's there. He's still there. I hope your Wi-Fi is working.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. What's the train? Is it 10? What is it then for trains to stop?
Here, before Andre drops off here again, I want to get some pictures of him on here.
10100 was emergency traffic only.
That's right. So
and then code 500 was train stop.
That's right. Thank you, Andre. My bad. That's right. I kind of got it right. I mean, it's been a few years, but hey.
Yeah.
Can you guys still see me?
No, I can't see you, but we can hear you. That's
okay. Well, give me a second here. I'm looking for.
I love it.
Yeah. Sometimes
Andre.
if you pop out of the app and move to something else, it'll black the screen out, but we can still hear you. Yeah, Andre, so I got your pictures up here along with you guys right now. These are pictures that Andre took, and he's a pretty good photographer, if not on a professional level, right, Andre?
Right, it's just fun.
But you've got quite a bit of varied interests. I know you've been into the monorails. You're into obviously piloting the boats, everything from the smaller boats all the way up to you're doing the ferry boat too, right?
Right, we do the ferry boat. We also do the Pirates and Pals cruise.
Oh, you do the Pirates thing too. Okay.
Ah,
Nice,
Nice.
nice.
And the hope is to go to the Grand One, which is a private yacht that comes out from the Grand Floridian next.
That'd be fun.
And if we're lucky, get invited onto the electrical water pageant.
Ah, fun. Now,
So we'll see how
Andre,
that goes.
when you were piloting with the new system in place, did you still have MAPO overrides?
No.
No?
Mapo is gone. Mapo no longer exists. I know that for sure.
Not true. And
Really?
I really hope I don't get.
Oh.
I really hope I don't get fired for this.
Okay.
In
So
some of the trains, it still exists, but it does not operate. It's there as a fail-safe in case the train doesn't move.
Okay.
So for us monorail newbies that don't know what you guys were just talking about, what exactly was that?
I didn't even hear anything of what they were saying.
Mapo
In the
is
simplest terms,
Mapo is an anagram for Mary Poppins something, but Mapo is when you're driving the train, you get an amber on your control panel, which means you got to stop at the next hold point. If you stop there, you're fine. If you go past it, you get an amber or you get a Mapo red, which means you've gone past the hold point and you're grounded from the train for at least the night. You can't go back in the train.
Okay.
The central takes you from hold point to hold point to use the next station to put a new driver in the train because you overran pretty much. So you got too close to the next train and you overran. So
You always
what Mapo is called.
At least 2 hold points between trains.
Yes, and if you go past that by accident, it's called a Mapo override or a Mapo, and then a Mapo red. Sorry, a Mapo red, and then you get in trouble, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I never got one. Yeah. I never
I
got one.
didn't either.
I know, right? No Mapos for us. No Mapos for us.
Hey, Andre, Stan's asking, he said he heard that they were running the monorails a few days ago and saw some photos online. Do you have a little bit of insight into that? You're breaking up again. Oh, man.
Maintenance may have been pulling them out.
So my friend is a monorail manager, and he said they just now started running them again to kind of test it and see how they're doing. So yeah, that did just kind of start kind of recently. They started doing monorails again, a little bit.
Okay.
So,
yeah, Andre, I can see you, but I'm getting like static instead of hearing you at this point, unfortunately.
or can you hear me or not?
Okay, now I hear you. Okay. Anyway, we were just questioning. Stan had mentioned that he had heard that the monorails are running a few days ago. I didn't know if maybe you being on site there or nearby,
You can never trust Stan.
that you might have seen something or heard something on that. And we're losing Andre again, unfortunately.
Well, every year the monorail team would always put together a calendar for each year. Scott, I found your picture. Can you see it?
Let me bring it up. Okay, now. Okay. What is that picture?
This is the monorail calendar that the monorail team would put together every year. And it's just different snapshots throughout the year of the monorail cast members. One time I was driving, I want to say it was.
let me see, Maria. I didn't see mine. Let me see it.
Oh, you didn't see yours. Let me try to find you again.
No, I was logged off or something for a second. Something had happened.
Okay. Well, you're back. I can see it's very dark, but I can sort of see you. Okay.
Well, it got dark here in Florida really quick.
Can you see, Scott?
Anyway, Andre posted here too.
Oh,
that he
yeah.
He said his ex took those photos that I guess were posted, Stan, and it was just maintenance moving trains. But at least they're moving, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, my
And
friends have those
Mary's
starting to move them.
saying that's a cool calendar that you've got there, Maria.
And it
I
was
have
different pictures of Monorail cast members throughout the year. One, I want to say, if I remember correctly, it was either peach or coral. I want to say it was coral. And one of the handrails inside of one of the cars
Mm-hmm.
came loose, and the
It
guest
did.
brought it to me.
Nice.
So I had a picture of the monorail pole, and and then another time, it just different stories throughout the, different stories of the monorail cast members and the different snapshots of our time there, and pulling the trains back to the station, monorail shop at night, and closing down all of the different stations, and or New Year's Eve picture, like that one picture of Michael and I. That was New Year's Eve at the Grand Floridian.
Okay.
And that was 2013. So just different snapshots of different things that happened with the cast members throughout the year. And it's a lot of fun to look back and see the memories.
Yeah.
Relive the memories.
Almost like going back to your high school yearbook,
Yeah. Exactly.
It really is.
That's cool. I didn't know that existed. That's pretty neat. Stan's asking another question here. Either one of you can take it, or maybe both of you if you want to take a stab at this. He's saying a lot of Disney fans feel the monorails need to be replaced, and is asking what your thoughts are on the monorails needing replaced. Yes, no. What do you think about it?
I think they're fantastic trains. They are old, but they're fantastic trains. You want to chime in?
Well, the trains are great, but they're old, and they have a lot of behind the scenes problems that no one really ever knows about. Some know about them, some don't know about them, but
Andre's laughing about that comment.
Yeah, because we need new monorails.
I've been on the tail end of them.
I mean,
Yes.
I think the newest monorail is Monorail Blue, and that was 1989. That's the newest. So we need new monorails in the worst way, and I'm not sure when or how or what, but they need new monorails, because when we were working, we would always say, if there's one shift that goes by where there's not a problem, it'd be a great shift. There was always a problem with something, a minor problem, a major problem, some sort of problem. There was always a problem going. Something was always going to go on. And if it wasn't, we were like, oh, what a great day. Nothing went on.
Oh, man. So what do you think, Andre? I know you're shaking your head there. Ready for new monorails?
Because that statement is true.
Yep.
Well, so I honestly can't say, because I'm technically still employed by the company.
Don't want to get you in any trouble, Andre. No comment. You can just say no comment.
I do foresee. Yeah, I do foresee eventually having new trains coming in. Yeah. The trains are great. I love the trains. But I think, maybe a little modernization to them, like if they were to become paint, sort of say, and it would be cooler. Or if we went to AC motors rather than DC motors, it would be even cooler.
Well, and here's my thought too. They spent a lot of money in this TCS program. They really could have just bought new trains. I'm just saying, they really could have just bought new trains. But I'm not in charge of financing of Walt Disney World, nor do I work there anymore. So
yeah, that's a little beyond our pay grade, I guess, for right now.
Yeah, exactly. I just sent you 2 pictures. Can you see them or no? Maybe you can't see them.
Oh, you just sent some pictures?
Yeah, I sent 2, and one of them, I'm so proud of this one picture. I don't know if you can put it up there or not. And if not, that's okay. I'm trying to get back to you guys now, though. I'm not sure what the heck if I even can. Maria, that laugh. I will never forget that laugh. Oh, he's getting me going in my. Oh, there.
No, wait. I have a real question.
So I
Go ahead.
sent.
Marcus has a question for you guys, or for somebody. I'm not sure who.
It's just an open-ended question. It's
Okay.
not really directed towards anyone specific. If they replace the trains eventually, do you think they should also replace the original voice that goes along
Beam?
with the trains right now?
Ooh, that is a good question.
No,
Yeah.
no, that voice needs to stay. I think. I really do. I don't know. What do you think, Maria?
I feel the same way.
It needs to stay. Get new trains, but keep the voice. Keep the voice.
What do you think, Andre? Keep the original.
Didn't know people felt.
Please stand clear of the doors. Keep the
That's
same
really
guy.
hard to say.
I love it.
Yeah. In fact, hey, look, I'm wearing right here.
Man,
Love
I have
it.
that same shirt. Yes, sir. I have that same shirt. 2 of them. Yes.
Gotta wear that shirt.
people are very.
I think they would. Yeah, I think they would keep the original.
Yeah, you got to. You really do. You really do. And
You
I
do.
know,
You
I know
gotta
that
keep
the
what's
person
there.
who did that voice has passed on, so obviously they can't have him re-record it at this point. But
More of a reason to keep that voice. I mean,
Yeah.
that's great to keep that voice. Absolutely.
absolutely, that was a good question, Marcus. That was a real good question.
You can't just have some other
Here-
random.
here's
Spanish-speaking
okay.
person
Do you guys
that.
recognize that image right there?
Sort of, but I'm trying to zoom in on it. Wait.
Okay. I'll see if you. I'll zoom. I'll bring it up to full screen here. This is
That's
above
Monorail.
the contemporary, where I was getting 2 of them
Yes.
going right by each other, which I like.
That's a great picture.
Scott, remember closing at night and going the same way and racing?
Wasn't that a trip? That was such a trip doing that. Oh my God, that was such a trip. That was such a trip. That's why they changed the monorails from going the same direction, because of people racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They
that's
used
right.
to go the same direction
That's right. They did go the same direction for a while originally.
a long time ago, but people would race and then they would get
I've
in
heard
trouble.
stories of that.
Oh yes, let me tell you. Oh yeah.
So do you guys? Okay, so this one my wife took with the flag on. It just happened to be in the right spot, and these I
That's a
took.
great picture.
These I took, and then this other one. There's 2 of them with a blurry monorail going by. Let's see if you can figure out what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Tron. Is that
Yeah, there you
Tron?
go.
Woo-hoo! That's Tron. Oh yeah. That's
I
Tron
think,
at
if I'm
Epcot.
not mistaken, is that the first wrap that they did with the monorail?
Tron is the first wrap. That was Monorail. Monorail, I think red was
I was
Tron.
gonna say, I was
think.
gonna say it was red, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think Tron was red. Yep, that was the first wrap they did.
Okay.
Yes.
I was pretty
Yes.
sure. I wasn't 100% though. But yeah, so we were there when they had that, and we're like, oh man, that looks really cool.
Yep, that was Tron.
No, Tron was coral actually.
Was it really? What was red
Was it?
then? Red was one of the trains that was wrapped. What was red? Was that Avengers?
It may have been or Incredibles.
I remember when I drove and we would go to Monorail shop in the morning to get our train. There was a big sign on a whiteboard in marker that said Monorail Red cannot go to Epcot because it was wrapped in, I think it was Avenger, which is Disney owns part of Avenger, but it's still Universal. So if it went through a park, we got in trouble.
Yes.
So I remember that Monorail Red Avenger could not go into Epcot. It was a big deal. It could not go near the Epcot beam because it goes inside the park. It was some kind of a deal with whatever, a contract agreement.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah, we've got a few people saying, yeah, they definitely want to keep the voice, and also a comment about the Skyliner voice is pretty good too. Yeah, we still have yet to get to do that yet. Unfortunately,
Skyliner, you mean?
Skyliner is so
the
nice.
gondola thing.
I haven't done it yet either.
You
Yeah.
haven't. Oh, you have to. It is so
I haven't done it
nice.
yet. Not
But
yet.
there was another one, Orange, Monorail Orange. This was when, what was that movie? The one with the animals. Zootopia. Thanks, Marcus, for jumping in on that.
Zootopia, yeah. Zootopia.
Yeah, I got some video. I actually posted that one on our YouTube channel as it was coming into the TTC. And it was like just before we were getting ready to leave. I had seen it several times, and every time I got to see it, I wasn't ready to video or anything. So as we're getting ready to leave, our last day there, I'm like, I got to get some video of this. And fortunately, it was coming into the TTC just as we were getting ready to head out to the parking lot and head out for the rest of our trip. So for the end of our trip. Let's see, Laura, what is? Oh, yeah, Zootopia. Thank you, Mary. And Laura is saying, is there anyone who doesn't know what a wrap is? In case anyone doesn't know, yeah, basically a wrap is just, I mean, it's like, I don't know, how would you describe it? I mean, it basically just completely.
I feel like, I don't know how to say it. It's like if you saran wrap the entire train, but it's full of pictures and stuff. You just wrap the train. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say it. You just wrap it with like saran wrap, but it's a heavy material, and you just go around it, and there's pictures and stuff on it. They've done it for years. I did it with balloons years ago, and different characters a long time ago. They've done that for a while, actually.
Right. Yeah, and again with the Tron one being the first one, which. Okay, so anyway, Andre, he's having too many issues with his router or whatever, so he's going to just hang in there and chat for a little bit. I do have those couple of pictures. Mary saying hi to Andre. I do have a couple of those pictures, Scott, that you just sent. And since you just sent them, this might be a little bit rough, but let's see if I can bring those up here real quick. There you go.
There's my favorite picture in the world. I'm driving.
There you go.
I love it.
Mr. Monorail Pilot right there.
Yeah.
And then the other one here is, come up. There we go. There it is.
Yep. Love it.
So that's Scott firsthand. That you can see him a lot better in these pictures than on the screen here because your picture's been a little bit dark and obviously you were blacked out for a while. So you were trying to get us this picture.
I'm sorry. So
no, you're good. You're good.
Let me tell you, that picture of me driving the monorail, that is my victory lap in Monorail Lime after I passed my drive assessment in 2000.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
That's
nice.
2007 when I passed my drive assessment. That's the picture. And the funny thing is, my first passengers in my front cab were my sister and her boyfriend at the time, which is now her husband. That was the picture that was taken because she was my first front cab rider. They flew in from Ohio to visit me. I had just passed the assessment. They got from Orlando Airport to Disney just in time to ride with me in the front cab for my first run by myself.
That
my
is
victory lap
awesome.
with my sister. I don't know how they did it, but it worked very well.
That
is awesome.
Isn't that awesome? I can't believe it happened like that. I can't believe it happened like that still, honestly.
Stan's asking here real quick, have any of your guests been to Disneyland and what did they think of the monorails there?
I love the monorails there. They're awesome. They're so different than our monorails. I love them. I've never been in the front cab, but I've ridden. The doors are automatic. The way they open, different than ours, Maria. They just open, I don't know, like a subway train kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. They're really cool though, and much better and newer.
Yeah, they are pretty slick looking. Do you have an idea what is the age on those? What year they came out roughly?
I have no idea. I just know they're newer than Disney World.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I know they're newer. I don't know how new, but let's see.
I would say, if I had to guess, it'd be late 90s because I was there in 2012. So if it was late 90s, they were still 10 years old, which wasn't bad. I don't know. 10, 12 years old. I don't know.
Okay.
Steve.
Steve is asking, why did you guys leave Disney and what are you up to now? Do you want to start with that one, Maria?
Certainly. My husband's job moved us to Texas. So I became a travel agent just so I can keep my Disney connection and my guest interaction alive. I miss it so much.
Oh, geez.
So I'm hoping that when he retires, we'll go back.
Well, let me pull this up real quick here because let's see if I can find it. Nope, I'm having trouble with it. But anyway, we're running a little shorter on time than I had hoped. I know, Maria, you're doing a travel agent thing now in Texas, doing it with this, basically a Disney travel agent. I know it's not a great topic. I don't want to get into all the ins and outs right now because we don't have time, but I'm probably going to try and bring you back on for that if we could.
Certainly.
Start to unfold over the next couple of weeks. Is that okay?
Certainly. Because things are changing on a daily basis.
Right. But I mean, the obvious things are, that Disney did announce their reopening on the 11th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Then within a day and a half after that, they announced they were resetting all the fast passes.
Yes.
And dining reservations and everything.
Yeah, the parks Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom will open July 11th. Epcot and Hollywood Studios will open July 15th. Yes, I remember JD.
Oh my God, so do I. Yes.
And I got to say hi to Annette from the Jersey Shore. I hope and again, I don't want to get into politics or anything, but I hope everybody's safe out there. Been a crazy, crazy week, with everything going on with Disney's announcements, with
Yes, and right now they are currently starting to cancel all dining reservations.
Yeah, and I think Mary had mentioned that she just got her emails today about the cancellations. So people are starting to get those emails rolled out,
and it's not real consistent. Even my clients that were due to arrive to actually check in today or yesterday still show that they have reservations. So it's taken them a while to get through all of the reservations. It's just unbelievable how many cancellations that had to go into place. And it's just taking time.
Right.
I do have to say Disney is fantastic at being able to send all refunds back in a timely fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Because with Disney, you'll receive refunds within 7 to 10 business days or 1 to 2 billing cycles. Whereas other vendors, different cruise lines, or if you're going like a group tour someplace, some of those refunds are taking up to 120 days.
Oh, wow.
So Disney is doing a fantastic job in being able to get those refunds back in a very timely fashion.
So some people had their reservations canceled.
When they first reopen, it's not going to be the same Disney that we've always known.
No fireworks. I heard no fireworks, no parades.
Phase. For just to get it reopened.
Right. Behind the scenes things are going to be cut out for a while, things like that.
Right. No fireworks, no parades, no meet and greets, limited, dining is going to be limited as far as how many people are going to be allowed into or outside of the restaurants. It's going to be very sketchy in the very beginning. As far as how many people they're going to allow in.
Mm-hmm.
I did hear up to possibly in the very, very, very beginning when they first opened 25 to 30%.
Right.
And then the next phase up to 50%, and then up to the next phase, 75%, and so forth. It's going to be very interesting to see what kind of changes take effect in between the different phases. If they'll be able to bring back the fireworks right away, or if they'll be able to bring back the meet and greets and actually be able to hug and not at a distance.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see. I did hear that they were testing fireworks the other night. I heard a couple of my cast member friends that live right around the other side of the backside of Magic Kingdom, and that they got to see some of the fireworks.
Well, that's interesting.
I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, they're saying that they're not going to do them at the beginning, so I don't know. That is interesting. Maybe they'll come back sooner than we think. We can hope anyway. Anyway, I'm sorry. I gotta start wrapping up here because I've got another guest coming here around 9 o'clock ish, and we're at 9:01 right now. And I don't normally do this. If you guys ever see our show normally, we're just pretty much flying by the seat of our pants the whole night, right? He's just looking at me like, right. But tonight we're actually trying to watch the clock. And like I said, this is the first night we've used StreamYard. We obviously had some issues with Andre's connection tonight. I'd like to, see about bringing you guys back on again sometime in the future.
I would love it.
If that would be
I would love to, please. Yes, I love this. This is awesome.
Because we really didn't get to go in depth with some, like some of the stories maybe you guys had with, other cast members or guests or things that stand out in your mind. Or
is Andre explaining why they're shooting off fireworks?
Okay, wait. Let's see
what shoot shells because they pile up.
Andre's saying he has to go now. Sorry, it didn't work out. We will get back with you also, Andre. I definitely want to get you on here, and we'll do a test run to make sure we don't have any glitches or issues. But he's saying that, they have to shoot shells because they pile up.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. I didn't think about that.
So maybe they're just keeping practice and they're trying to run through the stock so that the old stuff is moved out and newer stuff can come in. So that's a good point. Yep. That's a good point. But anyway, Mary is saying, please come back on, Maria. Can you I just mentioned your travel agency briefly here, and we'll try and maybe you can add the link to the comments here so other people know where they can get in touch with you if they have questions.
Certainly. Do I just type that in?
You could type it in. And you also, I know I have it here somewhere, but again, like I said, I'm juggling so many different balls right now, trying to keep everything up. But it's
she put it in the
oh, okay, she put it right there. Okay, that's her email there, right?
Yeah. In case anyone needed to get in touch with me, they could send me an email or friend me on Facebook, send me a private message on Facebook.
That's what I'm trying to find, because I had actually opened up your page and I'm trying to find where I put it. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'm going to swap screens here. Bear with me just a few more minutes, Jeremy. I know Jeremy Goff is waiting in the wings right now as we speak. So we will get to Jeremy, add him onto the show here in just a second.
If I were Jeremy, I would just storm out right now.
Yeah, Jeremy, he's going to leave in 2 seconds. I know it. There we go. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, it's Destinations Travel by Maria on Facebook. So if you get a chance or if you have questions, that's where you can get in touch with Maria.
Still have that comment pinned up there.
Oh, I still got that comment pinned up there. Hold on. There we go. Boom. There we go. Now you can see it a little better. So yeah. So again, if you have any questions for Maria over the next few days or weeks, this is her Facebook. Again, it's Destinations Travel by Maria. But again, Scott, I appreciate you coming on as well, representing the monorails.
The legacy monorails.
The legacy monorails.
That's right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
What's that, Scott?
I said, yes, thank you. Legacy. That's right.
See, this is what I'm here for.
He's the color commentator. Right. He helps me out all the time. And then Andre, obviously, we're going to bring him back at some point, hopefully in the next few weeks. And like I said, maybe we'll do another test run or something before the show, before we bring you guys back, so we can make sure all the bugs are worked out.
Sounds wonderful.
Good. What's that? What's going on?
I have an alert going off.
Okay, well, I'm going to drop you guys off. Man, could anything else crazy happen tonight? I mean, what's up?
What is
It's
that,
an
Maria?
Amber Alert for
Okay.
our
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to let you two go. I very much appreciate you being on tonight. And
Thank you so much for asking me to join. I really enjoyed this. It's a lot of fun. And Scott, so good seeing you again.
I know, my dear, my God, but I will talk to you all soon. Please have us back. Please have us back. I love this so much.
and I will, Scott. And I've got your contact information here, so we're good to go there. Yeah, we're going off the rails. We're off the single rail right now, but we will have you guys back. And thanks for joining us tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and bring Jeremy on. And if you guys want to pop back on to Facebook, you can watch the rest of the show here. Jeremy is very talented.
Wonderful.
Guy, so
what's it about? The rest of the show, what's it about?
Well, Jeremy Goff is going to be here. Let me bring him on here real quick, and then I'll drop you guys off. Here, Jeremy.
Okay.
There's Jeremy. How's it going, Jeremy?
Hey, it's good. How are you guys
Jeremy.
doing?
Hi, Jeremy. How are you?
Hello. You brought me in just in time for the testing of the emergency broadcast system.
Yeah. We've had one of those nights, Jeremy. I mean, everything's just been interesting. Andre, we're having technical difficulties. He was having problems with his Wi-Fi and his router. I hope you don't have any issues. Sounds like you got a clean connection.
I was on my iPad and it was kind of choppy, so I switched to my iPhone.
Okay, but anyway, Scott, Jeremy, he's got something called. Well, why don't you explain it a little bit, Jeremy? You've got a show that you've been doing for quite a number of weeks right now. What is it called?
It's called GoffStock. My last name Goff, so I'll play on Woodstock. I'm a musician, and during the quarantine, I play at home all the time anyway. One day I was like, you know what? Everybody else is home. Maybe somebody would want to listen to it. So I started doing a Facebook Live show about just over 2 months ago now. It's been every Friday, and every show has been at least 3 hours. So
yeah,
it's been a lot, but it's been a lot of fun. Everybody seems to enjoy it, so I keep doing it.
Okay.
Good. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So I'm gonna drop you two guys off, and we're gonna finish up the show with Jeremy. He's gonna sing a couple of songs for us. We're gonna ask him a few quick questions. Again, Scott, Maria, thank you for being with us tonight, and we will have you back again, hopefully sometime fairly soon. So
wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night, and I'm gonna stay tuned to listen to Jeremy.
Yes, I am too. Take care. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
I can say whatever we want about them.
So, Jeremy, yeah, it's been a fun night. Anyway, Annette's already asking something here. Let's see. She's asking, did you figure out how to play Wildfire? You're very pleasant to listen to. There you go.
Well, I appreciate the comment, but I don't know what Wildfire is, so I'm going to say probably not.
So anyway, we wanted to have you on tonight so you could obviously talk about your show a little bit. You mentioned about GoffStock. You've been doing it for, what'd you say, about a couple of months now, 8 weeks?
Yeah. Friday was the 8th one, so I've been doing it for 2 months.
Oh, Stan, he's digging here. He's saying just as long as we don't have to listen to Jeff and Marcus sing. We usually sing a little bit, Jeremy.
Please do. I don't want to be the only one.
We're quite the talent here.
Speak for yourself.
Triple threat, right?
That's right. So anyway, so you've been doing this a while. You've got a special show. I'm a little hoarse. You know what? I got to do this, Jeremy.
You haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it the whole show. I have to do it at least once. This is one of our little fun things we do here. Ready? Gaston.
We do. More like you do.
Man, I'm getting a little hoarse there.
Thank you, King.
Understandable.
Thanks.
But anyway, so you've been doing the GoffStock, like you said, which is a play on Woodstock. But when did you get involved with music? When did you know that you wanted to do something related to music?
I mean, I've been playing guitar since I was about 8 years old, so it's been a few years. My dad played, so I always watched him, and it made me in awe. I was like, what is he doing? I got to do that. So that's where it all started.
So you got the talent from your dad's side, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and I had to have this ready because I figured you were probably fairly young when you got interested in music.
Yes.
And I had to pop that up there because that's off of your Facebook page, right?
That is my favorite all-time photo of me ever.
So you were probably what? You said about 7, 8 years old
Well,
there?
I was probably, I don't know, 4
Yeah,
there, I'm guessing. I was stealing the guitar before he took it away.
Yeah.
But it has no strings, so I don't know how that was working.
Yeah, you look like a pretty young pup there in that picture, that's for sure.
It's the hair. The hair gave it away, I think, is what it was.
Oh man. So you got into it pretty young. Other than on Facebook, do you tour anywhere locally or around town?
No, I do music on the side now. Like, I don't really do many gigs anymore. I started doing stand-up comedy about 5 years ago, so that took over most of my my stage time and weekends and everything.
I was edging Marcus out of the picture.
I saw that. You're kind of.
Yeah, let's try that again. Let's here we go, and then, oh, he's gone. That's a cool trick. I like that.
Right.
So you're doing stand up. You've been doing that for about 5 years. You said roughly.
Right.
No, I'm not going to ask you to tell a joke. I know you can't do that to somebody. That just doesn't work. I'm not that mean.
Yeah, but, I don't think I'm allowed to tell jokes in quarantine. So
I know this one joke.
Yeah, this is a G-rated show. So
right.
Oh,
Right.
CQ.
You have the beeper button right?
Oh, wait. He's got a joke for us. Go ahead.
No,
Let's start it. Go ahead. Start. He's got a joke.
I know this one joke. I think it's pretty good. So the sea cucumber walks up to he doesn't walk up, but he swims up. So the sea cucumber swims up to the mollusk.
Okay. Obviously, he's doing a little bit of Nemo there from Finding Nemo. So we like to quote a lot of Disney movies.
Yeah, I do too. And I'd say hello to Tori. One of my best friends just popped in on the chat there.
Yeah, I was going to say Tori's saying hi there. And of course, where I guess you may like the trick, but I love it. Oh, that trick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
About cutting you off of the picture. Apparently Stan likes that. And apparently Stan has her mixing up all the names. I'm not quite sure what that is.
Oh yeah, I did the Grand Circle podcast before this earlier, and everybody's name was a J, and it was.
That's right.
I'm hilarious. That's
right. Yeah, you've been busy.
Confused easily.
You've been a very busy man tonight.
I have, yes.
So I got to ask, unless you want to ask. Go ahead, you ask.
Ask what? No, seriously. You're just like, you go ahead and
I'm
ask.
throwing you to the wolves.
You never said what you're going to ask.
I did have one other question, at least one other question I wanted to ask him. But okay, you obviously do a huge mix of music on your GoffStock episodes.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite type of music, or you pretty much just like every style of music that's out there?
Well, I mean, my favorites rock. Like, my favorite bands of all time are Pink Floyd and the Beatles. So,
okay.
Class Queen is up there.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a big classic rock guy. I'm also a metal guy, so Slayer. I don't play much of that during GoffStock acoustically, but
maybe we'll have to do some requests this Friday for that.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if somebody requests Slayer, it's probably getting played. I'm just telling you now.
Oh man.
That's weird.
Okay, well, I'm going to pop this up here for you.
That is weird.
I'm going to pop this up for you. Again, like I said, I'm doing all kind of new stuff with StreamYard and OBS mixed in with it. But, we're going to get this. We want to get this out here for you because you're going to be doing a special tomorrow night.
Yes.
And let me pop that full screen up there for a few seconds. So tomorrow night, June 2nd, 7 p.m. Eastern time, you're going to be doing a special GoffStock, which is basically, it's all Disney. Is that correct?
All Disney. I always play a few Disney songs, and I always want to play all Disney, but I know people want to hear other music. But tomorrow night is all Disney. Parks music, movie music, everything.
Oh, park music too. That's
Oh yeah, lots of retro Epcot stuff coming up. Yeah, I got some cool stuff planned.
I can only imagine what that means.
I hope that means we've got a little bit of our buddy Figment, maybe.
You never know.
Retro and Epcot and Figment all kind of go hand in hand.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Oh, I love the old Epcot stuff. Those are classic. Here he is. But anyway, so we wanted to ask if you could do maybe a little bit of music for us tonight, just to give the audience a little bit of a sample of what you're all about.
I happen to have a guitar right here.
Wow, it's almost like we had it planned or something.
Never. We have not spoken.
TV shows do this. I hate it even more when you're doing it here.
I wish somebody had handed it to me from off. I would be like, what?
Ooh, that would have been even more classic. Yeah,
Yes.
That would have been good. Like, oh,
I just happen to have a guitar right over here.
Pull your arm in. There it is.
And look at, I've got a microphone as well.
Got a microphone.
It's like magic.
What are the odds that he'd have a microphone?
This is amazing, Jeremy.
It's almost like I came prepared to sing a song.
Okay,
He came prepared.
go for it. Let's hear something.
Okay, here we go.
Will he be prepared?
He will be prepared. Yes, that might
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy homes materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide, or a silly spook makes it by your side, drowning in a daft disguise. They pretend to tell all lies. Grim ghosts come out to socialize. There's moonlight high on yellow trees. Boots arrive for midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes. Soft and shriek and harmonize. When gray ghosts come out to socialize. When you hear the knell of the requiem bell, miracles gleam and spirits well. Restless bones with furious eyes. Rise the spooks of every side. If you would like to join our jamboree, there's a simple rule that's compulsory. Mortals pay a token fee. Rest in peace, the haunting's free. So hurry back, we would like your company. Hurry back. Hurry back.
I think you nailed it.
Thanks, bud.
I think you nailed it. So what do you, okay, what kind of synthesizer, what are you doing with the mic there with the echoes and?
So I have a vocal harmonizer pedal on the floor down here that I'll demonstrate. So if it's off, it's just gives me a little reverb in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But it also, when I play a chord, it analyzes the chord and it'll do the harmony parts. La, 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 la.
That's cool.
It's really cool for doing solo performances. You get the my space angels like Cosmic Ray has.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got some people agreeing that you nailed it, and some claps going on there. Oh man! So, do you have anything else for us for tonight? I don't want to steal the thunder for tomorrow, obviously.
Oh, I'm happy to play for you guys. Let me see. I got one. It's a newer one I've been working on. It's really fun to do. I might mess it up. It's new, but I'm willing to try it for you guys.
Why not?
Kind of night, right?
Everything else tonight has been just a crapshoot right now.
I might as well ruin my performance. All right, let's try this one. This is a fun one. Works with a little looper, so I get to play behind myself. I'm the king of the singing band, young VIP. I've reached the top and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a madman, go right into town. Be just like the other men, I'm tired of lugging around. Oh, me do, I wanna be like you. Wanna walk like you, talk like you too. See, it's true, they think like me. Can't learn to be you, my too. One big man, girl, I may be with you, but I desire this man just try to make my dreams come true. Give me the secret, man, come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power, man, good power, so I can be like you. Oh, who you won't be like you. Won't walk like you, talk like you too. You do, someone like me. Can learn to be someone like you. Take me home, daddy. Learn to be someone like you. One more time. Learn to be someone like you.
All right. Nice. You said so that's a new one. You haven't done that one too much?
No, I learned that one. I think it was Sunday last week. I did it for the first time on Friday on the show.
Well, you didn't screw it up, so I don't know if you belong on the show or not because
you would have.
Hold on, I'll fall over.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what's Steve saying here. Jeff, the show is going fine. New technology and all. We had a few glitches, but overall, it's been a pretty fun show. Stan's out there clapping for you. But yeah, it's been an interesting show, and I really appreciate you being on tonight. I mean, this is really cool. I'm glad you got to share your talent with our audience. Steve's saying it wasn't the technology's fault that Andre couldn't be on the show. It was his router, which is technology when you think about it.
Yeah. But, at the end of the day, it's all technology's fault.
That's right. And Kim saying music can lift all our spirits. And you know what? With everything that's going on this last week in particular, we really appreciate that. And I think people should tune in tomorrow night when you're doing this special Disney.
Yeah, I hope so. I've been really enjoying. I put a lot of work into this one. A lot of times on the Fridays, I'm like, I'll play whatever. I'll look it up. Here we go. I put a lot of work into preparing songs for this one because Disney is so important to me. So I hope a lot of Disney fans show up and watch the show. Send me requests. I'm there.
Yeah, there's people already saying, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, Mary's been awesome. She's been a big supporter for the last couple of weeks.
Mary's great. We love Mary. And Annette's saying, yeah, we need our spirits lifted for sure. So yeah, Mary's saying I can't fix everyone's tech. I mean, I did what I could, but that one was sort of out of my control. But I'm glad your tech was working out okay, because this would have been a really crappy segment watching you do this.
How was that, Jeff? Was it good?
No, it was perfect. Sounded like you were just through a tunnel.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, it's going to be great to watch you tomorrow. Let me pull this back up here for you. I just want to give everybody one more look at that.
I've been told I make a nice Forky, so
Forky is one of our favorites.
I love Forky.
Old Forky looks pretty good, actually.
Old Forky looks good, yeah, with the beard. That looks.
He's not old. He's young and spry. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my. Yeah, no, he looks good. I like that. I like that little graphic you put together. That's fun.
Okay.
But yeah, you got a lot of people looking forward to tomorrow.
So speaking of Stan Solo, Stan and I worked on a little project for this show. So there's a special song that Stan and I co-wrote. So make sure you guys tune in.
So that must
co-wrote like an original song or a parody song.
It's a parody song.
Obviously. Okay.
Yeah. Obviously. What do you mean? Stan is a great songwriter. He's Canada's finest, is what they call him. Canada's songbird is what they're.
He runs a grocery store in his spare time.
Yeah, that's his
for
side.
Fun. That's for fun.
That's his side thing. Yeah, he doesn't.
He does that because he loves it. He loves produce.
No, Stan's a cool guy. We love Stan, and we've done a few parody songs before as well. We did. Which one did we do this last year? We were doing. It was.
We did a rap of.
We did a rap version because of Will Smith being the genie
of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but
it was
we did it Aladdin themed.
Yeah, we did an Aladdin theme rap song, basically a spin-off of the Fresh Prince of Agrabah. So it was.
Well, I might have Stan beatbox for me, so we'll see tomorrow night.
I'm gonna have to tune in for sure to watch that.
Right? Yes.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. So we got Kim says yes, she'll be there. We got a lot of people commenting here. Forky is awesome. And Mary's asking for you to play another one. That's completely up to you. I know you've got to get up early tomorrow.
That's okay.
You think
it's only sleep? They make more of that every day.
Each night it works out. You get to sleep. So
that's right.
Song.
He might, yeah. Well, if you'd like to do one more for us, feel free.
I will do one more. I'll do one more for you guys.
And then me and Marcus, we usually close the show out with "Now it's time to say goodbye." So I don't know if you could, strum the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song.
You know what? The lyrics for that are printed on the back of this shirt. Funny enough. So if you get lost, I'll just turn around. You can read M-I-C-K. That's what I'm in.
That's it. M-I-C. Yeah.
Okay, so I will do this one for you guys. This is the one I kind of became known for recently. I did my own arrangement of Happily Ever After. And then recently after that, I kind of started to work in a little bit of Wishes into that. So I'll play that one for you guys now. Since the fireworks and everything are going to be postponed for a while, we'll have to live vicariously through this song, I guess.
Very good.
Okay, here we go. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. Make a wish and do as dreamers do. And all our wishes will come true. Ready to begin, let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you in, watch the moment unfold. Spark a dream, only winner to follow. Setting off for a new tomorrow. Every step we take brings a new hope, a new day. Every choice we make helps us find our own way. Every wish that we pull into motion, diving in with our hearts wide open. Story comes alive when we look inside the new invention there in your eyes. Just kidding, feel your heartbeat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. Now we're on our way. Excuse me, behind us. Not so far away from the dreams that live inside us. Moving down this road we've chosen. There's no limit to where we're going. Story comes alive when we look inside new invention there in your eyes. Just kidding, feel your heartbeat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. The battles, the stories, the losses, all the glory, the things by the way we live every day. Stuck up and reach to the sky. We all have the courage to fly. The story comes alive when we look inside new invention there in your eyes. It's just beginning, feel your heartbeat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. Make a wish and do as dreamers do. And all our wishes will come true.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I was just, you're making me homesick.
Yeah, that one gets me every time, even me singing it.
Well, it sounds like your wife appreciates being able to hear you live every day. That's
I hope so, because if not,
that's high praise. That's
she
high
gets to hear
praise.
it anyway. No, she's a huge Disney fan too, and she's my biggest supporter. So I couldn't wish for a better wife, honestly.
That's good. That's good. It's always nice to hear. It's always nice to hear that kind of thing. So good to have a spouse backing you up like that.
Absolutely, couldn't do it without her.
But anyway, I really, really appreciate you coming on tonight. I'll just pop this up here one more time just to make sure everybody knows. Tuesday night, tomorrow, June 2nd, 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in to GoffStock. Special Disney edition is Volume 1 edition. And
there will be more, don't worry.
well, you got Volume 1. That means you got to do more, right?
I have to do at least 2, and then I can put out a greatest hits album.
Oh, looking forward to it. Absolutely looking forward to watching the show tomorrow night.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Like I said, I don't know if you can follow along. If you want to strum it for us, it's basically we just sing a couple of the last verses of the M-I-C-K-E-Y song when we close out our show. I figured you got the guitar there. We might as well put you on the spot, see what happens.
You can start it, and then I'll join in with you.
That'd be perfect. Okay, you ready? Let me pull this down here. Okay. You ready? We're gonna sign out. We appreciate all you guys being out there. We appreciate the monorail pilots who were here. We appreciate Jeremy being here tonight with us. But now it's time to say goodbye. So,
and here's one thing we want you always to remember.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M-I-C, see you real soon. K-Y, why? Because we like you. M-O-U-S-E.
Jeff doesn't know the name of the song he sings every week.
What is the name of the song, Stan? What's the name of it? It's just a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song, right?
You're adding a word.
Mickey Mouse Club song. I'm sorry. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was the more recent rendition.
And still somehow sort of going.
And it is still sort of going. But anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody out there for joining us tonight. Thank you very much again, Jeremy, for hanging out with us tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
And we will see you tomorrow, along with a whole bunch of other people, I hope, that are going to be able to make it as well.
I hope so, because otherwise I'm going to be here by myself doing it anyway. So
at least your wife will enjoy it, right?
Yes.
There you go.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
Anyway, take care. Everybody be safe out there. And until next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, just be safe. Have a magical week. And don't forget to watch Jeremy tomorrow night at 7 Eastern time. Thanks everyone for watching. Signing off. See you later.